Happy Thursday. I am Osophical coming live from Long Beach, California. This is my first time, well, my second time here in Long Beach actually, and it is a very long beach. This video I'm going to talk a little bit about the mental advisors, which I've mentioned in some of my other videos, but I feel it's a really important concept to understand and entertain as we go about our day, just because for me it's really helpful to disidentify from these negative thought patterns which have basically just been conditioned into me from growing up in our society. Seems dogs love to bark at me whenever I make videos. It's pretty fun. But anyways, so the mental advisors are like these little voices inside our heads that when we're little kids, it's like from age 0 to 6, we're in a certain brainwave state where every single thing that comes into us is like, it's like we're downloading that program as into our biocomputer, and we have really no filter of filtering information. So it's like we're given this way of thinking growing up in this society, which you've probably realized is fairly dysfunctional and has a lot of negative ways of acting and responding to things. And so for me, like I have all these ridiculous thought patterns that I'm slowly learning to disidentify with, and I've learned a lot from Eckhart Tolle. I highly recommend all of his books. I realized The Power of Now, his first book, is now fully on YouTube in audio, which is awesome. I'll post a link to that. But so the mental advisors is this concept that me and my friends sort of came up with, where there's another dog barking at me. Happy Thursday, doggies. So it's these little voices inside our head, and we like to just kind of make fun of them and just witness them happening. So one of them is like the one that's super self-conscious about what other people think of me. And so, for example, today I was doing yoga in the park, and this mental advisor always gets activated whenever I'm doing yoga in the park. It's like, oh my God, are those people like staring at me or making fun of me? And I just kind of observe and don't give this little advisor energy, and then the voice kind of shuts off, and it's also a practice of just being comfortable in my own skin, and as my friend likes to say, have no shame in your game. It's just like, I'm just here doing my yoga, and I'm gonna love everyone that walks by, regardless of whether they're judging me or they're giving me a high five or they give me a namaste. But yeah, some of the other mental advisors that I have, I like to call one, her name is Hurrying Harriet. She's always trying to hurry and convince me to hurry when there's really no need to hurry, and I'm already here now. I'm already doing what I need to be doing. And then there's also the Worrying Warrior. So it's this little voice that's always coming up with these negative future scenarios of what could possibly go wrong. Like my worrying warrior could be thinking, oh, what if this camera runs out of battery right before the video is supposed to be over? Or like, what if another dog starts barking at me? That's gonna ruin the video. So this worrying warrior is like this program of worry that if you take a step back from it, it's so silly. I mean, it's important, I feel, to be cautious and to like think about things that could go wrong, but for me it's just like so many of these thought loops just keep playing without me wanting them to be there, and they're not helpful. So a better program is to replace these mental advisors, to first be like compassionate with them, don't like be mad at these little voices, but to replace them with alternatives. So like when I start worrying, I instead try to just envision a positive future that I would actually want to be living in, and so there's other examples of this. Let's see, some of my other favorite worrying advisors. Doubt McGee and his brother Doubt McPhee. They're always like doubting what I can do, similar to the worrying warrior, but they're just constantly doubting that like anything I do is gonna work or it's gonna be worthwhile. And so I encourage you to like come up with your own scheme or map of your own mental advisors, because we all have different condition patterns, and then just try to like sit in meditation and just observe these little voices. And I mean, some of them are really helpful. Like you could say that all the thoughts in your head are from a different mental advisor, and many thoughts can be really helpful, but some of them are just a waste of energy, and I feel that we can replace them with positive ones. So, scoobly-doo, those are just some thoughts on the mental advisors. I do have some other videos on meditation and things like that. I have a meditation playlist if you're interested in learning more about that. But I also highly recommend The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, especially the audio version. It's just really, really helpful to understand the workings of our own mind. And one key that I do want to mention is that in order to even understand the mental advisors, you have to like get a new dimension of consciousness, which is just pure awareness, observing these thought forms, because otherwise we keep identifying with the thoughts in our mind, which still happens to me all the time, but it's like fairly often I'm able to step back and just view the thoughts. So, scoobly-doo, thank you for watching. Please share any thoughts or video responses or questions, comments, ideas, and happy 2013, happy Thursday, have a beautiful day. Peace.